the metal, hear the engines roar, keeping your eyes as cold as ice. Lay it on the line, we all know the score, making a total sacrifice. Never give up, never back down, eat my dust, and you'll never take our crown. Never give up, never back down, and you'll never take our crown. And you'll never take our crown. Push it to the limit, got the need for speed, seize the chance of living for today. Total concentration to the finish line, nothing is getting in our way. Never give up, never back down, eat my dust, and you'll never take our crown. Never give up, never back down, and you'll never take our crown. And you'll never take our crown. Come on! Never give up, never back down, eat my dust, and you'll never take our crown. Never give up, never back down, and you'll never take our crown. You'll never take it, and you'll never take our crown. You'll never take it. Yeah.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Temple of Speed. We are here at Monza today, and yeah, it's the first stream of the new year, so everybody, best wishes. And Remco's Bossy, thank you very much for the follow on Twitch, on the like on Facebook as well, and of course a share on Facebook. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we are here live today for the first time this year, so all best wishes to everybody, and let's hopefully have a successful year like last year. And yeah, we have 22 people in our first race, and you see the DSRT cars here lining up. We have some guest drivers as well, so it's open lobby if you want to race and you have ACC. Join us, search for the lobby DSRT, and you can just jump in. And little surprise, it's the first race where we have like a competition, so that's new and that's awesome. Just press drive here. And we are on for qualification, so that was a pretty good timed intro and everything. So let us see who's going on track and who's driving. Geez, I really need to expand my timing screen. I have an update. I installed my PC in really from scratch, so I hope everything sounds okay. That the images, the videos and everything are good. So if something is missing, let me know. Mr. Thijs van der Hoorn then coming out here. He is driving the Lambo today. Normally he is in the Porsche. He is the world champion of DSRT from the last year. So Hey, heren toppers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, let's see what the guys can do. In the practice session, it was around to 1 minute 51. That's because the track was green. It's very cloudy here in Monza, and the track conditions now are fast. The temperature is 23 degrees and the track is 27 degrees, so that's already nice as well. In the chat, Ruben, thank you very much for watching. Tiggerstu, hi, how are you doing? And all the 14 people, 12 people, I don't know, that are watching, thank you very much for watching. Ruben, if you want to join, it's no problem. It's fun. Yeah, as you know, it's Friday. We're doing some races. I'm getting drunk. It's weekend, guys. Woo! So go in the driver's interview if you want to join, and yeah, we'll let you in, mate. Let's hear the youngest commentator then from DSRT, if he's here, if he's listening. Okay, Kiri's not joining because he had his booster shot and not feeling well, so get better soon, mate. That's in Discord, to be honest. We have Patrick Kleine, who's driving here as well. And he is in the Discord, joining the guys, so that's nice to see. Welcome, Patrick. Let us see who is doing his laps first. Let me see. Boris here. He is one of the guys that is doing his lap time, and Mr. Van der Zande is in front of him. So, Jean van der Zande, he's doing his first lap here at Monza. Let's see what he can do. Let's keep an eye out now. I think Ruben is gone. No, he's just still watching. Don't know what he's doing. See if I can split this. Yeah, I can do that. Okay. Yeah, as you know, I have like 4 screens and I need to watch everything, and I can't get used to it. So Mr. Van der Zande had a yellow flag, I guess. Same as Mr. Birgit. Don't know what happened here, but the camera is not seeing him, and that's nice in my overview. Few statistics, a few drivers qualifying best. That's nice. Something new. I have a new race control app, so I can see some things that are happening. Let's go to Thijs. Thijs is now here coming over start finish, and I think he will be one of the first. Yeah, Burek is doing a lap as well. Boris in a 150. Then it's Thijs van Hoorn in a 149.370. So he's provisional pole at this point. So Burek is then in a 151.252. Oh, who was that? Boris just with a 153.85. Mr. Eric Miok coming over start finish then here. He is going to do this in a slower lap, a 152.647. Hey, look at that Desert Penguin, first time VR, it says. So he's driving in the VR. He was a fast driver on the screens, but VR normally makes you a little bit faster. So really enjoyable to see that one. Let me see, nothing yet in the chart and everything. Mr. Yannick Castillo, he is here on track. Where is he? Oh, he's driving that nice Skull Mercedes. I'm missing my mouse button now. So, Mr. Castillo then driving here on the long straight after the Variante Ascari, coming into the Curva Parabolica, and now he's trying to get a great exit here. That seems good. Go a little bit wide over that curbstone at the end there on the Retifiglio Tribune. Oh, he's taking the short line here, and what can he do? P8 at this point for him. In a 151.705. Very busy on track today here, 22 cars. We have a 30-player lobby with some yeah, spectator slots. So I think it should be able to have a 27, 28 maybe. I don't know for sure, but enough to make it fuller than this one. As Thijs van Hoorn just put a 149.370, so that's a great time from him. Who else is... Mr. Klein is coming here. Oh, a little bit wide, but still on the limit, so very nicely. 1 second faster. This is a 151.817 for him. Nice time. So a very good job from him. Mr. Sauer then here in his favorite Ferrari, coming through the Parabolica. Let me see what he can do. He's still in the same position, but it's a 152.790. Who jumped up? Rebecca. Ah, look at this guy in the Mercedes. Normally he has the Aston V12, but now he's really going for that Mercedes here. He's in the 151.3s. Currently not improving on his lap time. What happened here? And this must hand and also yellow flag. Jump back into the pit lane. Mr. Tiggers too. So yeah, here he is in that BMW. Great special livery. I thought he would get that, but apparently he had the Red Bull Drift Brothers here. Nice purple Red Bull color. And else, let me see. Mr. Burek also improving 0.3 of his lap time. Could jump to P5 then. Nicely done. But I think Zwanimer could do even better than that. But Gabriel Nipte took P4 here. 150.155. So we have some of the fastest drivers now coming in front. Just missing Rebecca, to be honest. 2 tenths now improving on his lap time. Let's jump back to him then. Also in the car Parabolica, I saw a yellow flag there, but nothing to disturb him. Let me see, 3 tenths faster will make a high 50. Maybe P8, P7? What can he do? It's P9 even. So Rebecca to P9. Bjorn van der Ouweland then in P8, just in front of Rebecca. Yeah, Mr. Penguin is struggling in his first time VR, I think. I need to get used to it, because normally he's in front as well, but at this time, only P10 for him. Takes to really nice settled here in P13. Remco Sauer, P14. He can do better. I know for a fact that he can do better than that. Still improving on his lap time. So a really good exit there in the first corners, and that will be the case today. First corner here at the Monza circuit is normally first corner carnage. So really excited to see that first race and how people are going through that first corner, because normally, that's not good. Yeah, let's see. Mr. Comstage then here. That Jack looks a little bit bashed. So he's missing speed anyway. A little too hard there on and jumping off the curbs and almost spinning that car around. Need to brake a little bit earlier there. Mr. Bradley Burgett not qualifying. He's still in pit lane, so that's a tactic. I think, to be honest, maybe a good one, because I think in the first corner he can win 10 places. Mr. Niels Manshanden, currently P6 then. 150.415. Not improving yet, but really close on his former lap time. Oh, look at this. Gabriel Nipte 3 tenths up on his time, and we will see what he can do now. As somebody in the BMW car number. I don't see it. 14. Went a little bit wide. Gave up on his time and he improved, but still P4 then for him. It's a 149.855. Qualifying officially over. Waiting time is on. Some are still in pit. Some are still doing the laps, so let's jump here to Mr. Tigger's then. Also up on his time. If he get a good exit here, maybe he can win even more. Losing a little bit of time. Still, it's same exit he had the last time, I think. 3 10s up and jumps up the place and takes Penguin here. So P12 then for Mr. Tigger's 2. Mr. van der Zande, yellow flag, yeah, jumped up, and that was qualification for race number 1. And we will start here with 22, I guess, because somebody left. So that's good, that's good, that's good. Waiting time is on, and it's racing to the weekend number 49, race number 1. Evening, Tom's dad taught him well. Happy New Year to all. Tom is eating his meal on soon, okay, and the best wishes to you as well, and thank you very much for joining in. Yeah, we are ready for race number 1 then. Cars are lining up, doing their, all their setups, and here they go to start-finish line. Pouring myself a drink now. Need to grease the voice a little bit. So 22 cars in competition. Let's go to the front then. This will be carnage turn 1. I will bet it. I really will set money on this one. Okay, we have Mr. Boris then in P1, Thijs van Hoorn in second place, Robin Oosting in third, Gabriel Nipte in fourth. This will be, the first 4 you can see, and after that it's really trying to go, and it's green. Here we go. Great start from Robin Oosting, who's on the tail of Thijs van Hoorn, trying for the inside, and it's Nipte who... Was it Nipte? No, it's Oosting who had a problem there. Nipte is now on the tail. So braking here, and you see already a BMW going straight ahead. Some, touching and bashing there. Let's see the background a little bit. Oh, we see a car turning there and some collisions in the background. We have some yellow flags on the circuit here. That's really not good. Mans Handen had a problem. Mr. Robin Oosting is standing still there, and he is going back to the pit lane. I think he even, he disconnected. Oh, Boris made a mistake here as well. So he was in first position and now he's gone. Is this really Nino Burek? How the hell did that happen? That was that BMW who was in front. He just cut the corner there. As Boris has a problem, I think. He's standing still there on the track. You can see it on the overlay there. 19. Mr. Kamsteeg also went off here. You can see him trying to get back on track. Oh, that's the yellow flag. It's really nice to see this. So that makes my commentating business a little bit easier, to be honest. Nice to see. Nino Burek, I think, to be honest, he should have a penalty before... Yeah, I think he cut the corner there. I don't know for sure. As Remco Sauer also made his way off track there, and he was currently, he's P15 now, 16. He's losing a lot of position because the field is running up there. Oh, geez, what is happening at Monza? The Temple of Speed is now slowing down with all those yellow flags. And yeah, It's Nino Burek then in P1, Thijs van der Hoorn, and P2, Gabriel Nipte setting the fastest out lap, you can say that. As Tiggerstu did a fastest lap now, so that's nice to see. And it's Thijs van der Hoorn now attacking to Nino Burek, trying on the inside, and he's done the trick. And hello, says Gabe, I'm trying the outside as well, but Nino defends that, trying to get a little bit wider. Gabe had to back out. Bjorn van Overland also went off track here in turn number 1, losing positions then because he needs to get off that throttle. And yeah, it's really a good first lap with a lot of action here. 21 cars here on track, and wow, what a first few laps we are seeing here. Thijs van der Hoorn, yeah, he's in P1, and Gabriel Nipte overtook Nino Burek then in the background. I think that Nino has a problem because there is Mr. Vals and Zwanimir as well, I guess. So he's now currently in P4. Zwanimir Burek is still behind, what I can see. The position here is that Zwanimir is P5. Vals is now in P3. Pereira, didn't see him, but Mr. Francisco Pereira is back on track with the Lexus here. P6 then. Tiggerstu still with the fastest lap, but after this one it will change, I guess. As Thijs van der Hoorn still has a steady lead then. And yeah, he's now 2.3 seconds away from Gabe. Gabe trying to make that gap smaller and smaller. But yeah, same car. So maybe the setup is a little bit different. And we know that Gabe likes to drift around corners. I don't know if the Lambo is suited for that. So as Tiggerstu still had that fast lap in hand, it will now change. So let's see. I think it will go to Thijs van der Hoorn at the first time, but I don't think that Gabe is quicker. So Thijs van der Hoorn then indeed with the fastest lap. Still P1, Gabe P2. Now it's updated. Mr. Vals here in P3, but here comes Nino Burek in the slipstream, trying on the inside. Sees it doesn't work on the brake, really on the tail here of the car. Who has the better exit, because this can be one of the points that you can win a lot of time. But I think Mr. Vals here has a better one. As one of the Burek, the brothers now in battle. So yeah, can I switch to the... let's do the bonnet cam then. You can see in the front there is his brother, and maybe he can gain a little bit of time here at one of the corners. You can win a lot of time as well. The Variante del Rettifilo. Oh no, it was the Della Rodia, sorry. We are already in the Lasmo 1 and Lasmo 2. Oh, as Nino made a mistake. Oh, and he touches both brothers out here. Oh, Nino made a mistake. Yeah, he hit the barrier so hard, he jumped back on track, and it was Zwanimir Burek who drove into him. So both Burek brothers having a problem here. Yeah, and Zwanimir, he's back to P13 then, as Nino Burek went into the pit lane. That means that Mr. Tiggerstu is in P5. Wow. Who could tell that that happened there? Wow, that was so close from Zwanimir. Yeah, really unfortunate for him. But yeah, there he is. Tiggerstu then in P5. Rebecca in P6. Castillo in P7. Mr. Van der Zand in P8. Bjorn van Overland in P9. And Mr. Penguin. And meanwhile, back to P10. Let's see the back of the field. We see that Sebastian is still fighting that car. Yeah, he's really struggling, and he's one that always takes not the normal cars, not the fastest cars or something. He always tries different cars and difficult cars. Yeah, we love to see that as well. So yeah, from Mr. Kamstee, take my hat off. Every time he's here, he's doing like the most weird cars in ACC, and yeah, we have feedback from Mr. Rooster in chat. My VR headset went black. That was the reason why he just backed out of the P4 fight there. Really weird to see if you don't know what's happening. But yeah, there is the confirmation then from Mr. Rooster. Thank you for saying that to us, that we know what happened there. As Mr. Nipte now had the best lap here, the fastest lap, and is closing into Thijs van der Hoorn. Both in the Lambo, both trying their best here. And the Italian model, Italian Temple of Speed here. Yeah, it's really for who has the better exit on some points. And yeah, he's closing in that slipstream, trying maybe to make a move at the next straight, what is a long straight. And yeah, here is where some things can happen. Mr. Freebirds is streaming this on Spanish in his in his account. So if you want to click on his name and you can see his stream, he's doing the same, but in Spanish for the Spanish fans. The seniors account, holy shit, Nino, with beer drinking contest. Yeah, look like that. In a while we will we will see if we can look it back here, because that was a massive impact there in the barriers. As Mr. Nit is still on the tail then from Thijs van der Hoorn, the world champion of DSRT. And now he can make, maybe he can make the move. I don't know. Is he fast enough? No, he backs out of that, but he hits the grass. Oh, that was a little bit of a mistake there from Gabriel Nipte, who, he cut back with 2 wheels on the grass, trying to brake, and there's almost contact between Thijs van der Hoorn and Gabriel Nipte. But Gabe, he knows how to drift, so that was really good. What a battle. Castillo then also off track, corner number 1, misbraking himself, I think. That's the most thing that happened there. If you brake later, then I think that 250 meter board, you will not get that corner. So you will get the yellow flag. Oh, I need a drink already. We have number 60 off as well. Oh, that's Boris. He had a yellow flag, but he's back into the pit indeed. So now it's 1.3 seconds away. We have some battles here. As Castillo is fighting here with not Mr. Penguin, it's Mioch. Mioch in P10 and Castillo in P11. And the strange thing is, my timing screen says it differently. It's like Castillo's in front. Mr. Penguin here then is battling with Mr. Van der Zande. That's the issue here. Okay, now it's updated again. Okay, so that's the only strange part I have, because Thijs van der Hoorn is now P6. Why is he P6? Why is he P6? What happened? I don't need to make this bigger now. There's a menu. Let me see the menu. Okay, there's contact. Live timing. Okay, let me see. 6:06. I need to get control of this. 6:06. So 6:06 had an issue here. Let's have a... Oh, no, that's the race start. What happened then? Okay, that's a personal error then. There was a little bit contact in the start as well, indeed. But it wasn't the issue why he's now driving in P6. So I think I missed something and he went off. Oh. Sorry, mate. I was watching the screens and everything. Let me see. There he is, my mate, my friend, the most incredible person I know, that I don't know, but I know from here. Can you hear me, Mr. Impulse?
I can. Thank you for the warm welcome. I assume you were talking about someone else.
Yeah. I was talking to Thijs van der Hoorn here in... no.
How are you, friend? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year and the best wishes to you, mate, and all the health and luck you can get this year. Take it and win that 24 of Le Mans.
That's the one that we're going for.
Yeah.
At the moment, the training, though, is for the 24 hours of Daytona. That's the first one up for us. That's 22nd of January. So a couple of weeks away now. So, yeah, get the training in for that instead.
Okay, that's nice. Sorry that I responded a little bit later, but I was typing a text message as well. I'm multitasking all the way here.
Yeah, with your 17 screens or whatever you've got so many screens in that sort of area and setup. Yeah, you can imagine if you miss one thing there.
Yeah, it's 4 screens, and I have my Twitch open. I have my screen open for the race that I can see that now it's battle here between Thijs van der Hoorn and Rybacki then on the start here, and you can see the overspeed that Lambo has here on the outside. Can Rybacki brake maybe a little bit later? And sorry that I just went into commentating as well, but Thijs van der Hoorn did it here and overtook Rybacki here on the straight. So that's the screen I'm watching to see the action. Then I have my timing screen, I have my Discord open. People are writing me while I'm streaming. I don't know why, but I'm still trying to answer them as well. So, and I have like a little thingy that I can remember the corner names, because sometimes I'm really too stupid to do that. So, yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, it's definitely interesting. One thing that I'll pick up for you is that we've got another friend in driver interviews. Oh, I almost called him Mexican. That would have been funny.
The problem is that this guy is a commentator, so he has access to the live stream. He can join or leave whenever he wants. But yeah, he's also too stupid to know that. Mr. Gorn, are you there?
Okay, first of all, go fuck yourself. Okay? And, I was being respectful because I didn't want to bother my lovely British friend and the little Dutch cunt that you are. Hello, everybody. I hope you're all having fun. I'm commentating in Spanish because I cannot bother to commentate in English because I hate English and I hate Dutch and I hate you all. But hey,
Okay.
Very fun race. You need to watch the beginning. Incredible.
It's a really incredible race as Mr. Tiggerstu is here fighting then with Pereira. And Tiggerstu, he went up to a podium position at this point. Can he break later at this point? I don't know. But yeah, you said you're commentating on your channel the same race in Spanish. So let the viewers in the English channel then know how it sounds when you do it in what is that language you speak? What is it?
You speak?
You speak?
I speak Spanish.
Oh, Spanish.
Mira Francisco Pereira. En la leyenda de Chile se va a meter al interior de la Turbo 1. Ahí vamos, Pereira. Va a adelantar a Tigers 2. Increíble adelantamiento. Va a cortar la chicane. Uy, se va afuera un poquito. Va a aguantar la tercera posición. Veamos, no va a tener que levantarse. Va a colar Van der Horn. Y Tigers 2, Van der Horn se va a poner tercero ahí, ladies and gentlemen. Peligroso y bonito a movimiento por parte del piloto de DSRT. Increíble. Hello guys, I love you.
Yeah, and the thing is that meanwhile that you were talking Spanish, I lost 3 viewers. Thank you very much for that, and
goodbye.
and see you later.
That was something, wasn't it?
After turn 1, this guy made me laugh. See?
Oh, but that's saying just sound like you're excited and you could be Spanish. That's the secret there.
I don't know what he was watching, but maybe John Travolta in Greece or something. It was, he's singing a song, and look at that girl, and la 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 la. I don't know. You're better at doing guitars, and he's already left, so that's good. Meanwhile, back to the race, and yeah, we have Gabriel Nitteden in P1, Mr. Vowles in P2, Thijs van der Horn fought his way back to P3, Mr. Tickers 2, then Curly in P4. What a great race he is having, to be honest. Mr. Pereira then in P5, Rebecca in P6, Bjorn van der Ouwland in P8, Mr. van der Zand in P7, P8, Mr. van der Zand in Penguin, first time VR in P9, Eric Mioch in P10. So we have a great battle on our hands here as well in the background. And I think it's Rebecca going for Pereira, and he made the move done. So currently Rebecca is in P5 and Pereira is in P6. Jesus Christ, here is so much going on.
Yeah, and the sort of, just to pick up on that, the big gainer of that last lap was the Mr. Man, the myth, the legend, Thijs van der Horn. Picked up a couple of positions coming out of turn 2 there, as we saw one commentator in Spanish, just to reiterate for the people that don't understand Spanish. Thijs seemed to just run a little bit deep into turn 1. There was a few things happening. He was a bit aware of it and just picked him up on the outside.
Mr. Vowles just went off track here and yeah, losing a lot of time and losing the position then to Thijs and maybe, yeah, even to Tigers 2, Rebecca, Pereira, Bjorn van Ouwland, and even, I think it's Mioch. No, it wasn't Mioch. I don't know. Who was it? I don't know. No, I don't know. He lost from P2 to P7. He's now. That overlay that I have now, the race control, is giving yellow dots or squares in it, so I can see when somebody is off. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's crazy to think that obviously you think of Monza, you think of the speed, but also how close these guys are. You know, they're 17 minutes in, and you know, there's still quite a small gap to the car ahead. So you make that one mistake, you're down 5-6 positions, and unfortunately for Mr. Vowles, he was the culprit there on that last lap.
Should I share my screen so you can see what's live happening?
That would be brilliant if you could. I'm seeing this a little bit delayed, and I'm just going to kind of pick up on battles as and when they happen, if not. But yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, I'm now opening that screen. Just one sec.
Whilst you're doing that, mate, I think we'll just pass comment on Mr. Gabriel Nipter out front at the moment, storming away with it all. It's almost as if none of that has phased him behind him. He's been so focused on what's going ahead that the carnage that's ensued behind in this past 20 minutes has been sort of null and void to him. He's doing very well there.
Oh, massive crash here on the straight, and 4 cars involved. Mr. Vals, Bjorn van der Ouweland, Pereira. I don't know what happened here, but I need to watch this one back, to be honest.
That's crazy.
When I can.
Yeah, 3 or 4 cars involved there, and yeah, Val's obviously involved there. I think I saw the other possible Mercedes of Rebecca involved in there as well. It's have a seat, and it looks like 3 into 2 do not go. I
think it's Bjorn van der Ouweland who tapped on the rear of somebody on Mike Fowles and everything. I don't know. This was not good. This was really not good.
That's if you make that pull it off, it looks like a hero move, making it 3 wide into the middle of turn 1. But unfortunately, it was more of a 0 move. Didn't quite pull off the way I think Bjorn expected that.
No, I think maybe somebody would make some room for him, but there was really no room. Yeah, both cars were battling. Bjorn was with the overspeed, was the fastest car there in the slipstream, but yeah, he hit the side there, I think, of Vals, and Vals took out the other DSRT driver. Meantime, and yeah, there he is, Mr. Vals in chat. Jesus Christ, what a mess that was. Luckily, it's a fun race. It's not on purpose, but yeah, still not a great move from, I think it was, to be honest, Bjorn van der Ouweland. Sorry, Bjorn. Meanwhile, hi Stace, how are you doing? How are you doing? Best wishes to the new year for you as well. He's getting dizzy in his first time VR. Penguin just went off track as well. 1 minute to go in this race. Yellow flag then for him, I guess, as Boris is still in pit with the yellow. 11 seconds is for Gabriel Nipte in the first position. Then second here in the stream as well. Now it's Stace van der Horn, and 4.8 seconds behind that is Tiggerstu. Currently, he's currently a P3. He's going for that podium position here. Jesus. I think he's the driver of the day in first race 1 here, and taking a lot of points because this is the first time we're doing this as a league format.
Yeah, I'll tell you something. Stu is a guy that secretly sneaks up on you. He might not have the outright pace, or he might not have necessarily the wheel-to-wheel sort of combat. It's definitely an area that he's improved on, but he secretly sneaks up, and he might qualify, 6th or 7th place, which is rather good. But throughout the course of the race, whilst other events happen, he seems to avoid them and just move forward every single race. Fantastic work from Stu.
For the first time, he came into DSRT and the Discord, and he drove some laps with us. I said that before, and I don't mean it denigrating to him, but the first time it was like a driver that had fun in sim racing, and he did his laps, and it was okay, I'm here, and he was like in the middle of the race quitting because it wasn't his feeling. He wasn't feeling, I think, well, but now he took a little bit of a break. He came back. He was too drunk for the World Championship, and I love that. That's one excuse I can have. But this time, and I don't even show Gabriel Nipte who won the race and Thijs van der Hoorn who was second, but here Tiggerstu improved himself to be a worthy driver. Currently, he took that P3 position, the first podium of the year from him in the first race. What a job. And that was even for our black driver, Wojciech Rebecki. So I take my hat off for Mr. Tiggerstu. You are driver of the day in my perspective for race number 1.
I think my driver of the day might be a little bit different, as Stu's performance was as good as I've seen out of him. But I think Eric Mioch, secretly, he was down in P10 only a couple of laps ago. He's finished in P6. Fantastic finish for him.
I have to say that's, I think, yeah, indeed, Mioch did a great job here. But I think that was because he collisioned on the straight there with the 3-4 cars.
Of course.
That's why he jumped so many positions. But Tiggerstu did it from start. He was in the beginning, I don't know where he qualified. I cannot see, I think. Can I see this? No, I cannot see where he qualified. But he was in the midfield. I thought it was 13 or 12 or something. And yeah, he was P3, so that's the reason why I say that. Nevertheless, Eric Meir, great job from him. But let me see. Yeah, area of Tickers 2 was 1 second faster in his best lap time. Mr. Penguin in first time VR. I don't know if VR is his thing, to be honest. He was normally always in front and now P7. A little bit weird to see. Yeah, the loser of the day. We have him in screen as well. It's Remco Zauer. Sorry.
Just going to pick up on the VR thing with Penguin. A lot of people might not quite understand just how difficult VR actually is. Having got a set myself and having experienced that, is an entirely different surrounding because as a single screen or a triple screen racer, you're sort of used to moving your head to a certain amount and checking, and you're able to see what's going on. VR kind of eliminates all that. You can't really see anything until you realize that you physically need to move your head everywhere to see everything. So gauging stuff like braking markers and that sort of thing, it just proves that much more difficult than what it actually is on a normal screen. So perhaps that's what he's struggling to adjust to tonight.
I think it made me half a second quicker than on screen. In the meantime, I have to... yeah, really. I was like... with VR, I was a half a second quicker because I could see my surroundings better. In the meantime, Cracker is in chat as well. You guys are cheap. Zeeman Quadraat. And that's a Dutch...
I did not pass comment on this, okay? I want nothing to do with this, Remco.
I love when he's just biting like...
He's like that. No, I'm joking. I'm not going to say that.
Mr. Val's eSport is on 41 triple. So, yeah, I have triple screens as well. That's an improvement to my normal screen. So, that's good. VR is live from Rooster. Stays, Gru, not racing tonight. No, I'm commentating. Yeah, it's always nice to do some commentating with the guys here. Is there something in the Discord chat? Let me see. Yes, Justin van der Smes, huh? Error on network. Please try again. Server is full. Server is full. Cracker, you are listening in chat. Say please if you do yes, because we have 22 people in the lobby and we have a 30 people lobby when I'm correct. Is there like 8 places? How do you say it? A spectator or somebody that because Justin wants to join and he gets an error. Please try again. Server is full. Because of SA. No track medals. Server is full by huh? Is it 22 people lobby? That's strange. I have a 30 people server. So the server I have is 22 people, is 30 people. So, okay, you will explain later. So it's full. If there's 22 people, it's full. That's not good.
Yeah, that's a new ruling. I'm fairly confident. I think we've had higher lobbies than that before. Perhaps it's related to the fact it's Monza. I don't know. But interesting. We've still got 22 people. 21 now is.
No, it's what Cracker says. So because of the SAs, apparently something. So it's SA and track medal related.
Okay. I can always give up my space if somebody else wants it. So there's always that option. So just to kind of build up and carry on that, we've got 1 minute 10 left of free practice, and I'm out for the first time on the track, Guru, and I kind of think it's kind of difficult, this track, in comparison to what I seem to remember, now that they've changed tyres and everything in ACC.
No, I know what Cracker said, because we set the SA lower so people can join in the open lobby. And if you set it lower, That will mean that the you have like the track medals and the SA, but I think the problem is the SA because we set it so low, like 50. The lobby said automatically, okay, you can only have 22 drivers. If we set it to 60 or 70, it will add positions. So if the track was higher, but we already set up the server, so if we put it to 70, less people could join because, yeah, you need to have that SA. But more spots will be available, and that's how ACC works.
That makes sense.
So if you have like a 50, they say less cars because the carnage will be bigger. And if you do like a bigger, like SA bigger, because the experience is higher, you get more positions on the grid. So that's the reason. So, yeah, sorry that I'm, because I was like, Justin is writing me like how is this happening and everything on Discord. Ladies and gentlemen, race into the weekend. We are up to qualifying for race number 2. We have a race into the weekend number 49 on the Temple of Speed here. And yeah, with me in the box is Mr. Tom Carroll, who's currently also on the track.
Indeed. Yeah, like I just briefly mentioned before, it's kind of difficult now that they've changed the update with the tyres and stuff, and I've changed a few settings within my simulator, and yeah, it's not as easy as I remember, Bonza.
I need to answer him that I'm busy with the stream. Just one sec.
All good. As we head into qualifying, there's numerous things going on behind the scenes, as you can see that and hear that Guru is just sorting out a few things. So I will attempt to take you through qualifying just for the meantime. Lockhart's out on track as the session has now begun. Leading the way is the Mercedes of, give me 1 second, that is Mr. Castillo, I believe, followed by Tice Van der Horn, I believe. That might actually be Remco in the Ferrari. A lot of people going straight on. A lot of things happening. Quite a busy track at the moment as we see things unfold. I've got an onboard of Mr. Tice on my point of view, and that is him out onto the track ready to start his flying lap. See if he can build up on the rather sort of eventful race that he had in race 1. One person to probably watch out for is Mr. Nipter, who's out on track as well. He was the race winner, obviously, in the last race. See what sort of lap time he can do, whether it's quite representative. As we see lots of traffic happening, and Remco Sauer now at the front of the queue. Guru, my question to you then would be, who have you got for pole this time round?
This time around, I think Thijs van der Horn is a really fast guy. He's still in a Lambo, and that was the first car he went out with. So he is one of the guys you keep an eye out. Boris is a really quick guy, but I don't know in McLaren if he can make it. So McLaren is a really good car on this track as well. Who else do we have? Mr. Burgat, Mr. Carroll, and in the Mercedes. So that's
just leave me out of this one. I'm
that's
not
a
going to
good
be
one
on
as well. But I will set my money on Thijs van der Horn, to be honest.
I think he had that pace sort of initially in the first half of the sort of the race of race 1, but obviously had a mistake somewhere, maybe off stream that we didn't see. He fell bad, didn't he? But great recovery up to P2 by the end of that.
Yeah, I completely missed that because he was in P2, and suddenly my timing screen said P6, so that was, I think maybe a mistake from my end. Didn't see it where it was. Zwanimir in chat said first race unlucky, yeah, indeed, but you couldn't do much about it. Koala is supporting Eric, and GT Stays is supporting Mr. Stig. And I will say, come on, Tom Carroll!
I'll see what I can do. I can take you for a lap if that's any use. And
oh yeah,
show you
we
what
normally
it's like.
have the track walk from back to the track with Impulse, but yeah, Impulse is so busy that he doesn't have time to do it, and no worries.
I'll be honest, Impulse isn't busy. Impulse just forgot.
I was like doing it really, nicely. But we need to have you on the start, and I missed something here, and it is like bonnet cam, driver, interior is not good, passenger. Yeah, let's do bonnet cam.
Okay, so let's take you for a lap here at the Festival of Speed, or the Temple of Speed, or whatever it's now known as, otherwise known as Monza. Starting the lap fast as you can, all the way down in a straight line. Don't turn, don't lose time, just keep it as flat as you physically can, and then brake as late as you dare. For me, it's around 175 meters roughly into turn 1, nice and open. Keep that steering wheel open, nice and slow, and you want to maximize the exit. Use that curb on the outside, up through the gears, keep it as close as you can as you approach Curva Grande now. One of the fastest, most amazing parts of the track. If you ever watch this live, I get it all over the curve and get it completely wrong, but that's completely fine. Heading flat all the way down now to the next chicane. Brake at about the 150. I'm too busy trying to concentrate and forgot how to commentate. But nice early approach into the chicane will propel you down towards the Lesmos. Third gear, brake as late as you dare, carry as much speed as you can, and use all that exit curb on the outside. Up in gear before going back down into third again for the second Lesmo. Use the curb on the inside, it doesn't really upset the car as you now propel your way down to my favourite part of the track, Ascari. Up through the gears, this is where the DRS is involved, and you pass under this tunnel where the old track sort of reforms and whatnot. For me, I just concentrate on the track ahead of me, brake down into third gear, Ascari. Take as much inside curb as you dare, and then don't hit this curb on the inside here, otherwise you'll end up in that wall on the left hand side. All the way down to the Parabolic Canal. Most of the lap's done, you can kind of focus on tyre pressures, settings, fuel, all that sort of thing as you head down to the Parabolica. Brake around the markers of the bridge that doesn't exist, into third gear, and keep it as close as you can as you run to your line, and that, my friends, is a lap around the infamous Temple of Speed at Monza.
And Tom did this in a 150.832 while commentating, so that's not bad. Let's leave him concentrating then for a lap and see what he can do. Maybe he will be even faster in the second run that he has. In the meantime, it's Boris, as I said, one of the fastest drivers here on track in P1. Thijs van der Hoorn, who was my provisional pole sitter. He's currently in P2, but he is improving. Let's switch to Mr. Thijs van der Hoorn as he passes here a BMW on the outside, who's now on the back of him, trying to get a little bit of slipstream. Thijs van der Hoorn comes over the line in a 140... What is it? 149.565, so he's still missing a little bit of time then there. Let's switch back to our commentator here, who's getting a little bit wider, I think. But yeah, as he said, you can use a lot of AstroTurf at those axes there. He's really improving on his lap time, and don't want to make him nervous because I know he's listening, but he's almost a second up at this time. Coming now to his favorite part of the track, he's adjusting his brake balance at this point, going under that bridge into the brakes to the left side, taking that curve nice and tight there, maybe a little bit too tight. Oh no, Carlos almost unsettling there a little bit, losing a little bit of time there. 0.2 of a second now off his time, so yeah, I was correct, it wasn't the best of the course that he could take. Coming to the Parabolica then, tight line as he said, trying to get it there a little bit wider, and yeah, nicely now taking that speed line. Let us see what he can do, cutting that line a little bit, and he's doing that in a 149.945, back to P5. So you lost a little bit of position, but fought back to P5. Nicely done.
Thank you very much. I just want to point out that I'm happy that I'm wearing brown underwear after the situation in Ascari there. That was far too tight into the corner and almost died.
I saw it. That's why I said in his favorite corner, you can take a tight line there, but hitting the inside curb wasn't the best idea. We're compromising that third turn exit there. You saw the car unsettling a little bit. As Thijs van der Hoorn is proving his time. Can he go for pole here? No, that's close. That's close. That's close. Oh, that's 92 thousandths of a second between Boris and Thijs van der Hoorn. Boris went off track there. He's back into the pit. It's still 1 minute and 44 seconds to go for Thijs, who's still improving on his lap time. Now losing a little bit of time on the exit. There is 1/10 above his time. So if he keeps this up, it could be pole position for him. Let me see who's improving a lot then. Mr. Castillo, but he's on 151. Mr. Nipte, oh, he's taking all the boards here on the circuit. Back to Thijs van der Hoorn, still a 10 up on his time. Great entry there, great exit there. Now in 2/10 of a second. That means a 1:49 flat if he keeps this on. Oh, let's see, losing a little bit of time by drifting, but the outside, oh, a car spinning off there. Will this be compromised by him? No, at this point, still 2/10 of a second up then. Taking also that AstroTurf there. Now he has a little bit of a slipstream. I think maybe it will be Remco Sauer in front of him. Indeed, you can see Remco here and Thijs in the background. So Remco is the teammate who's giving him a slipstream at this point. Back then to Thijs van der Hoorn, but he lost a little bit of time in the exit here. Now it's 2,000 of a second. Oh, 200? 200, sorry. Had a little bit of slipstream, but losing a lot of time there in the last the third sector. He really needs a great exit here to win, but I don't see it happen. Yeah, that's a great entry, but the exit isn't great and losing time now. So the third sector from Thijs van der Hoorn really bites the dust. It's now losing time at 2/10 of a second. Still a best to a second sector then for him, but not enough to get that pole position. So yeah, the first two that I said, Boris with the fast guy on the track, we have to keep an eye on him. That was true because he has the pole position here, and Thijs van der Hoorn is in the second place. My bet was on him, but he missed it by, what is it, 92,000? 100? Yeah.
It's close, whatever it is.
Calls whatever it is. As GT stays in that lap that you did, watch them sausages. That's the meanest things you have on the circuit here as well. Jeez. I never talked that much in one lap.
Yeah, it's kind of eventful, isn't it, around Monza? There's always something happening. So.
I think we should do this every week.
If we do this every week, I'm going to need to lie down probably for about 6 of those 7 days in the week.
Remco's still on track, I just say. I was so excited by everything. And you as well. So, yeah, Tom Carroll now finishing his lap. Sorry for that. Completely missed it. Can he improve? No.
Unfortunately, not.
No, he cannot. Why did I even bother?
Okay.
Remco Sauer then on the straight here, coming to that Parabolica. He's not improving at this point, but maybe he can win some time in that Parabolica. I don't know. Let's see if he listened to how you take that corner. The Monza Classic turn 1, indeed. He did not. He takes a wide line here. I think it's better for the speed and then cutting into the inside. But still, he won some positions there. It's P12 then for Remco Sauer, who's the most amazing driver of DSRT here in the chat. And he's listening. That's why I'm saying that. Yeah.
I'll tell you something. It's been an interesting sort of... lap for me. It wasn't possibly the fastest lap for me personally, but seeing that I'm in P8 and how close everybody is, it's going to be one incredibly fun race.
Yeah, I think so as well. As Cracker was listening, he said, Justin said, where's Tommy going to finish? Let me see. He's now in P8. Knowing Tom Carroll, he will crash in the first corner and he will he will be P13, and afterwards he will still finish in the top 6. That's my prediction of that.
It's kind of the story of my life, not gonna lie.
As Boris here in the inside. And then we have Thijs van der Hoorn in the second car here. And the Lambo, the DSRT Lambo. Then we have Bjorn van der Ouweland also in a Ferrari. As Remco Sauer did as well. Mr. Vowles in chat. Mr. Vowles Esport ran out of fuel in the last lap. Was up to 9/10 of a second. So that could be interesting. So he's in P4. Zvonimir Burak is in P5. Gabriel Nipte, our first race winner, is in P6. Nino Burak, who's blinking. That was, I think. Oh, Tom was blinking as well, I think.
It's Mr. Gabriel Nipter in front of me that's blinking.
Oh, yeah,
he's
okay.
basically saying hello to me.
Yeah, he's saying hello to the stream and everything. Yeah, commentators curse. I know. What should I do? Should I shut up for first corner? I put it back to Helicam because you can see all the carnage going on. It's Monza, guys. It's turn 1 carnage coming up for you as the guys are going to finish then. And it's Boris in P1 and Thijs van der Hoorn then in P2, Bjorn van Ouweland in P3 and Mr. Vowles in P4. Zvonimir Burak, that completes the P5 here. And I'm not going to say the other names because commentators curse indeed. Boris then setting the pace here, and you can see the guys creeping up, and it's in 3, 2, 1, green, here we go, and a great speed there from the second row, but yeah, what can they do? 2 guys blocking the front there. They need to go on the brakes early. It's Mr. Vowles really on the tail there of Thijs van der Hoorn. Brakes a little bit earlier, nicely done. Thijs van der Hoorn. Oh, you could see it blocking a little bit, and it's carnage in first corner. It is. Oh, look at this. All those red DSRT liveries there blocking the way. Somebody's going straight ahead, but Mr. Vowles, he just took that exit perfectly, and he's now 3 seconds ahead of the rest here. Jump back then. Mr. Carroll did it perfectly as well from P6. He's now in P3, so really nicely done as well. I don't want to disturb any or commentators curse him because he's in chat and can hear me loud and clear. In the meantime, here in the background, then it's a Mr. Rybacki P8. Whoa, look at this guy, Remco Sauer. What the hell? P5. So everything that happened here with Mioch, Burak, Boris, who else? Kaliski, Tiggerstu, everybody fall back. But yeah, Mr. Sauer took advantage of that. Oh, something's going on here. It's 2 cars again. It's Nino Burak and Mr. Penguin going off track. Nino driving back to the pit lane then. Mr. Penguin trying to get back on the circuit. So Nino Burak now in first position, as my timing screen said, but that's just because he jumped into the pit. Mr. Vowles here in P1 then, really nicely job from him. And he has some 3.8 gap then to Mr. Nipte. But look at this, we have a fight on our hands. As I'm still in Helicam and we're gonna switch now. It's Mr. Tom Carroll who's now fighting down with Gabriel Nipte, P3, and Mr. Thijs van der Hoorn just behind him. So we have a 3-way battle of 3 DSRT cars here going on as Zvonimir Burak just shot the fastest lap and is now in P6. Can somebody take advantage then of that first turn here? Nobody is close enough, I guess, as Tom brakes really late, tries to bump him a little bit around that circuit here. Turn 1, carnage again. No, it's not, because Tom Carroll is just here. Yeah, closing that gap and letting Gabriel Nipte know, mate, I'm here. I'm really on your tail and I'm going to fight you.
Broke a little bit too late. I apologize to Gabe already. That was entirely my fault. He came out of the break realizing that I was coming too close and allowed us both to survive, which was very kind of him.
I was just putting it nicely for the chat there, but thanks for ruining that. No, just kidding. Gabriel Nipte then lost a position here, and yeah, is it really? Did I just miss that? Tom Carroll took that position away from Thijs van der Hoorn, Gabriel Nipte. Yeah, Thijs not, because he was behind him, but Gabriel Nipte just lost 2 positions then. It's Remco Sauer still on 1.2 seconds, but he's closing. He's there. Look at him. He sees the cars in the front of him. He's just looking at that and trying to close that, yeah, that gap. And yeah, if a guy's battling in front, it's just for him to close that gap, and he can do that. Here on the straight with a good exit, maybe he can drive to them. As you see the sparks flying under the car, really nice, really nice, really nice. Mr. Carroll then 5 seconds from Vowles away. So we had Vowles here in the Twitch chat as well. He had some fuel issues in his last lap. Even then, he could have that pole position, but I think maybe that was the best tactics. He did that on purpose to get on the fuel, to get P4, because he knew the turn 1 carnage will be there for P1 and P2. Thijs van der Hoorn then now really in the slipstream here of Carroll, trying to see if there is a gap, trying to see if he can go to the inside as Mr. Carroll defends the inside then. And can he brake later? Who's braking later? Oh, really late braking there from Mr. Thijs van der Hoorn. And this is not what Tom... yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Sorry, mate. Explain that one.
He was better than me. That's what happened. That was crazy.
So much later on the brake and takes you on the outside there. He squeezed you in and you couldn't do much there. So really nice job from Thijs van der Hoorn, to be honest. And even then, because the exit was compromised, it's now Gabriel Nipte who takes Tom Carroll as well. Tom, what the hell are you doing?
What I'm doing is trying to survive. These guys are fully, committed to the corners, and I am not.
Mr. Nipte almost lose the car there, but yeah, he's a drift king, so he kept the car under control. But this means that Mr. Tom Carroll now on the tail and trying to get advantage of him. He's doing the lie thing that he always does, trying to make him nervous. But yeah, it's Gabe Nipte. It's the stick. You don't make him nervous, but still, he's side by side now. Oh, jeez. Favorite corner. He will back out. Oh, the inside there for Tom, and he takes a little bit too much on. Almost losing the car, but still has that position. But what will do the next time here? Oh, and look at that. Remco, like I said, if people are fighting in front, Remco will take advantage. There he is on the tail end of Gabriel Nipte now and trying for the inside. Really late dive there from... I need a breathing machine. I need a breathing machine because it's Remco Sauer taking the inside and he gets Gabriel Nipte also. Zvonimir Burek now on the tail of Gabe as well. It's Nipte then, who's really on the tail again of Remco Sauer, and he will try to battle for the inside there. Will this go good? Turn 1. Oh, somebody was off. What the hell happened? Oh, good anticipation there from Gabriel Nipte, who saw the car flying in there. If he would take that corner, he would be off. But it's Zvonimir Burek with a mistake there. I don't know what happened. But, oh, Jesus Christ, guys. Zvonimir, so 17. I really need like a CPR if it goes like this. Let's see this again here. So, it's Zvonimir who doesn't have contact, but he saw that Remco was a little bit slow and he need to avoid that. Man, with tipping the brake, I think the brake balance was a little bit to the rear there. And yeah, he hit the wall completely. And with the slide there, almost taking Gabriel Nipte out. But that's a black driver of DSRT. He's one of the best. And he saw that in his mirror and went for the straight line. Because if he took that turn, he would collect it, Gabriel Nipte, and they were both out. And in the meantime, Mr. Vowles 5.5 seconds then in front. So really great drive from the Mr. Esports here. Thijs van der Hoorn then in second position. Tom Carroll still in third position, 2.7 seconds away. I need a drink, mate. It's Gabriel Nipte 1 second behind of Tom Carroll.
Yeah, I was just about to say, that was an eventful lap for me. Had the opportunity to kind of get past Gabe a couple of laps ago when he went off, and yeah, was really able to sort of capitalize on that when defending, and then the absolute send from Thijs into turn 1. I didn't realize that cars could brake that late, but you know, he's an alien, so he broke a lot later than I did. Left me to the outside there, and I didn't really have much option but to give up the position. Accidentally short shifted one too many times, and found that Gabriel Nipte was on my inside. Saw the opportunity opening up into the Ascari. Not necessarily the move that I would have wanted to do, but he gave me the space, and yeah, I'm here just marginally ahead of him. But this battle going to be heating up in this second half of the race. We're not even halfway through this, Guru.
No, and really, with all the excitement, I feel my heartbeat, and I never talk that much behind each other. And if I watch the stream back purely, it was like, oh, it wasn't that great of commentary, as I'm not the commentator I am, and I never will be. But I'm trying my best here in a fun race into the weekend for you guys. As Mr. Vowels Esports, by the way, I'm a real driver for the HRT in GT4. He's a real driver for Team HRT, so that's great.
Wow.
Tom likes the grass tonight. Go on, lads. That's from GT Stays, so she's supportive of you as well. And we have Top Drivers, Top Racing. Brilliant from Tom. Dad taught him well. Great to see a lot of drivers tonight. Yeah, 22, the maximum amount of that we have on the server because of the safety rating settings. Yeah, we need to up that because I think we will see a lot of people back. Make some commercial for us. It's Racing to the Weekend, number 49, and we are in the second race of a point system on the Racing to the Weekend. So yeah, we have Mr. Nipty here in screen then winning the first one. We had Mr. Tiggerstu currently in P15, was P3 in the first race, so they take maximum points. And to be honest, we said if there are 3 drivers, you can score 3 points. But if there are 22 drivers, like the last race, you will score that 22 points. But if people drop in the race, you will get less points. So the 22 will get 1 point, and the number 1 will get now 22 points. So it's a little bit of a system we created just for fun, and we will announce that in our Discord. If you want to go to our Discord, go to discord.me/DSRT. Join us and join the next races as well. It's a free lobby, it's an open lobby, it's just the DSRT lobby. If there are places, you are welcome to join as well. Back to the race, Mr. Real Life Driver Vols then, currently leading 5.9 seconds then. And we have Thijs van Orde still in P2. As Mr. I just almost missed it. Mr. Kelly makes a move on the inside there in the Lasmo 1 and Lasmo 2, and I'm correct? Yeah, I'm correct. And he did the job there, almost losing the car, both of them losing the car, but it's still Mr. Carroll then leading that race. And it's, yeah, Thijs van der Hoorn. Who's... No, it's not Thijs, it's Nipte, sorry. I'm pressing the buttons, everything. Thank you very much, Thijs, for doing that. And chat, you can see the links there. Mr. Nipte then losing that position to Mr. Carroll. Ooh, Nipte going wide there. Can he stay up? Yes, he can. But yeah, the gravel makes the tires a little bit dirty. And yeah, that's speed gone for Mr. Nipte, losing a little bit of time here. Coming to the... Jesus, I don't know the corner names anymore.
What an absolute battle that I'm having with Gabe here. Gabe absolutely sending it into turn 1, catching those couple of tenths like he normally does on me. Yeah, I saw an opportunity when he ditched a gravel out the second chicane, and you've got to really sort of pounce on those opportunities, and otherwise he'd be running down the road at this point. So yeah, I was able to get back past him, and you know, we switched places again for P3 another time. This is becoming quite a battle here.
Yeah, I'm just watching you guys here as... oh, geez, what happened? Kaliski here. Oh, he went off the 303 car. Let me see. Nothing much to see on my replay screen because it was an own mistake then of Eddie Kaliski. Yeah, back to this battle here for the third position even. It's Mr. Carroll then leading here in the podium position at this point, but it's a it's a two-way battle all the time. It's then Gabe, then Mr. Carroll, then Gabe. It's on and off, on and off, on and off. I missed it, the corner name, it was Parabolica, of course, but yeah, Gabriel Nipte now in the slipstream trying to get on the outside here of Mr. Carroll. The next screen will show us a little bit closer. Let's go to Halicam. You can see how close those both are. They are just scratching each other's cars, and it's Gabe now on the outside. Can he stick that car on that inside curve? It's unsettling. Door banging. Then it's Mr. Carroll a little bit unsettling the car by that door bang, but it's now again Mr. Nipte who takes the lead for that P3 position. Tom Carroll losing that position, but still in the slipstream, trying to get back on the inside here on Curva Parabolica. Gabe taking that tight line, blocking Carroll a little bit, and the better exit then here, a little bit wide maybe. 4 wheels off that white line is for Mr. Nipte, and both Carroll and Nipte had an off track there. No problem at all. They just keep it in the penalty mode here. Yeah, Mr. Carroll, you just need to close that gap again and just go for it. And 6 minutes and 40 seconds you still have.
Yeah, I don't think he's. I'm going to catch him again. This is Gabe. Unfortunately, he had a little bit more pace than me, and every move that I did to try and pass him was usually because he made a mistake. So I'm just trying to spook him and hope that he's listening to this live stream and he wants to make a mistake, because what a battle I am having. This is honestly the most fun that I've had in a long time in this game.
Monza brings everybody fun and everybody joy, I think, because we have, I think, 22 people in chat. On my stream OBS it says 25, but I have a button that says 22. So thank you very, very much all for watching. Nita Moot, thank you for the Facebook like as well, as we have Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, you name it, we have it. Cannot see anything in the multi-stream chat. I'm not always watching that, so if you want the best experience here, join us here at twitch.tv/DSRT_official, and come and chat and join us and have some fun. In the meantime, Tickers2 fought his way back to P11. He has Patrick Klein now behind him, trying to get that position away from him. Every position scores points, so every position you can improve, you should do it. Mr. Van der Zande is in P13. Mr. Pereira here in screen, he's currently in P14, battling then for that position. And the other position is still that amazing battle on track that we saw earlier. Gabriel Nipte against Tom Carroll then. Those guys are really struggling to get that P3, because then it's Tom Carroll, then it's Mr. Nipte, then it's Tom Carroll again, and now it's Mr. Nipton again. Really amazing, really amazing. What a joy. Tickers2 now under pressure then from Mr. Kleine, and I think the job is done. No, it's not Mr. Kleine. It's Castillo and Mr. Tickers2, and Tickers2 just took the position away there. He's now currently in P10, so he's getting up that ladder. Wow, what a job from Tickers2 again here. He was almost last after that start, and now he's fighting his way back. So I think he was P20 or something. Now he's P10. What a revelation he is at this point. Really nicely done there, as Castillo is now under pressure from Patrick Kleine here in P12. Tom Carroll managed to close the gap again. I think Stig is playing with him, or he's playing with Stig. I don't know for sure, but what do you guys in chat think? Who is going to get that top 3 position? Or is it commentator's curse, and will they both get off the track? And it will be Remco Sauer in P5 then who takes that. I don't know. Oh, there we go! Commentator's curse! Commentator's curse. Yep, it was Tom Carroll too late in the break, tapping the rear there of Gabriel Nipte, and what I just said. Look at this guy. Remco Sauer said, thank you very much, have a drink, go on, bye-bye. He's currently in P3, so it's now Remco Sauer in that podium position, Gabriel Nipte in P4, Tom Carroll in P5. And look at this son of a gun. It's Bjorn van der Ouweland who mixed up in that fight. And remember the last race on the straight? Watch out, guys. It's Bjorn.
I owe Mr. Nipter an apology there. I was on for possibly one of the fastest laps I've ever done around Monza ever. And I took a little bit too much into Ascari, and didn't really live to tell the tale. So I can only apologise to Mr. Nipter. It was entirely unintentional, of course, and unfortunately we've now lost the podium position. So I'm going to work with him in this last sort of 2 laps, see if we can catch Remco, and have a little battle towards the end.
The first thing you learned is don't tap him on the rear, because that's not working. Nino Burek just made a mistake here. I saw the yellow flag and I saw who it was. It was again Nino here in that BMW is crashing again in the wall. His race is over here, and going back to the pit then. Bjorn van der Ouweland then trying to get advantage of that mistake that Mr. Carroll just made, and he's obviously honest about it. And in the meantime, in chat, it was go get him, Tom. Stick lost the challenge. Oh no! Tom playing with Nipte. Schmidtke is laughing. And Mr. Vals, he's driving in the first place and still chatting in the room. And I love that. I really love that. He's chill. He's driving his laps. He's 8.7 seconds in front and still riding on the Twitch channel. Lol. He's loving the battle, and I think he's watching the stream and driving, you know, like really cruising, having some music on, window open, elbow out, and just doing his thing. Brothers and Farms, hey guys, how are you doing? Yeah, Steve, Mr. Val's still chatting. 8.4 seconds in the lead. 1 minute and 30 seconds almost. Yeah, a little bit less to go then. And Remco Zauer, who was in front, is now getting closer. The battle is going closer with Nipte because he's now at 0.9 seconds. It's Mr. Vals with a lonely race. He's the Max Verstappen of this race, I think, in 2 years ago. Thijs van Oorn with a lonely race. He is 8 seconds away and has a gap of 12 seconds. And oh, what happened? Mr. Zauer just thought I'm going straight ahead. That's gonna cost me some time. He took like 0.9 seconds away from that, but I think that could be a penalty. I don't know for sure. Didn't know what happened there. 31 and 22. Is he... No, nothing. Okay, so I missed that completely.
And Eric in the game chat is cheering on Remco in this battle. I'm a little bit far away on this last lap. I don't think I've got it in me unless something happens in front of me. Nips are gonna have to take one for Team Black and punt Remco I mean past him, as they normally would do.
Yeah, we know how it goes. Remco Zauer and a black driver behind him is normally not a great thing. I don't want to. I hope that Remco takes that P3 just to take revenge of our comments in the first time. Brothers in Farms, is there still place for the race number 3? It's Aces. Not if somebody doesn't leave. It seems that the server is maxed out at 22 people because of the safety rating. So, we should have opted a little bit, I guess. Race over. Sorry to interrupt, but it's Remco Zauer and Gabriel Nipt, and it's Tom on the outside. He's not doing the battle, but slippery slide. But it's Remco, I think, still getting that, and yes, it does. Remco Zauer takes the 3rd position then after the mistake that Nipt and Carroll made there. But still, Nipt in P4, Tom Carroll in P5, and Bjorn van der Ouweland, he was like a little bit away. He took P6, Bertie Burgat P7, Swanemir Burek in P8, Niels Manshanden in P9. Tiggers 2 takes that P10 position. Nice race again. I have to say, to be honest, this, for me, Mr. Vals is a driver of this race because he was 4th when he qualified. He avoided a lot of collisions there in the normal line, not taking a shortcut of everything, and drove away. So really great job from Mr. Vals, and to acknowledge that he was riding in chat while racing away from the guy. So really nicely done there from Mr. Vals, RHT. So yeah, that was race number
That was
2.
something.
Jesus Christ, I'm really, my voice is gone. I'm really, like, my heart is beating. It's like I need a day break.
Yeah, sounds like you need to lie down, mate, after that race. There was a lot going on. All right, I was involved in my little battle, and believe me, that was a battle and a half, but looks like you had a lot to comment on up and down the grid as well.
I don't know if I was silent a lot of times, and I'm not a commentator, but I tried my best, and I couldn't keep up with it. You know, it was such a thing. As Mation1 just in chat subscribed again for 16 months in a row. Thank you very much for that subscription. It helps the DSRT team a lot to do this. So yeah, I think I'm gonna up my server. If we have 22 maxed out, or we have to say the safety rating needs to go up. But yeah, Monza is one of the favorite tracks in ACC, I guess. Thank you for making it T1 great again. It's no problem, Trump.
That was possibly, I was just talking with the guys in the chat there, and possibly one of the most enjoyable races that I have done in a long time on a set of Corsa Competizione.
Sorry, Vals, come into the driver's interview. Then I can drag you up easily. With all the screens I have open. Sorry, Impulse?
Yeah, I'm just saying it was possibly one of the most enjoyable races I've had in a long time. Never have I raced against someone so closely for 20 minutes, and alright, there was a mistake that was entirely my fault. I'm going to completely own up to that one, but that was so enjoyable. Right up until the last minute, the last lap, last corner, I had a massive smile on my face throughout that race. That was fantastic.
We have the race winner of race number 2 then in here, Mr. Vals. How are you doing, mate?
Not too bad. How is everyone?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Great race, and I enjoyed really that you were in front and took that turn 1 really easy and took P1 there. And afterwards, you were still writing in chat like lol and everything. I was like, how is he doing that?
It's the advantage of the 4th monitor above my main screen, so.
I have no idea how you did that. I couldn't even talk whilst battling, like lapping faster than we are and just running away with that. That was a fantastic win from you. Aside from was there anything that was of alarming nature to you, or are you too busy watching other battles?
The only incident I seen was actually the one at T1, where I was just like, I have to cut the course here because otherwise I'm going to be involved in the accident as well. And I left it off just to let everyone try to catch up as well, but it was just pandemonium behind us always. So I was just like, well, I'm just going to carry on and drive off then. Other than that, it looked all good.
The thing is, I have one question because you're a real race driver. You can see something happening between and everything around you. You have your surroundings. You can still chat and race. You're a real life racer, right?
Yes, that's correct. I race over in Russia in GT4, and I also am going to be in the Nürburgring 24 hours this year in GT4.
So we have something to watch afterwards. If you are doing that Nürburgring, we have some live feed and see Mr. Vals doing the 24 live.
Yeah, hopefully I should be there in real life this year.
Do you have a sim racing team?
Yeah. I'm used to host my own league on my own team on here, but unfortunately, a lot of the guys just like started fracturing off because of obviously COVID, like going back to work now, so it's a bit harder for them. But all in all, it's still a good community in ACC, and it's good to see your group of guys just like always, no matter what it is, even if when the incidents happened, there was no kicking off or like shouting or swearing out in the chat. It was good. It was good.
Hashtag never give up, right?
Exactly. No matter, that's the thing, is like with Aris, who's the head of handling for the game, who obviously I talk to a lot for obviously helping with the setup stuff when they were building the game. He says even if you have the worst accident possible, if you finish the race, don't forget, you still get the SA bonus. So if you say you have a big crash, you can still continue driving and gain a little bit of extra safety that you would have lost from that incident just from finishing the race.
Yeah, that's one of the things that normally we say as a DSRT driver. We are a sim racing team. We have now I think almost 20 drivers in, and they are from beginner to experience and not real life drivers. Some did it. We have GT Matt, who was a real life driver. He had a big crash and couldn't do it anymore, but went his way onto sim racing. And what we said in the beginning is we want drivers that never gave up. So if you have a crash or something, if it's a danger to others in the game, even in the game, stop the car. But if you are able to continue, just continue, and even if you're last, try to enjoy it and try to fight back, and that's what we are all about.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. It's like literally, if you're going to be causing a major incident by you sticking there because your car's broken, just tow it back to the pit. Yes, it may take you an extra lap worth of time, but it doesn't matter. It means you're not going to cause anyone else issues. And you need to get back out there and just continue with the race. It's like some races, obviously these ones are very short races, but obviously I know tomorrow the guys from Yaz Heat, so Jardy and George Boothby, they're doing a 24 hours at Spa again. So just think, you can have the same incident now in that race, and then after that 24 hours, you could be back up in first place because you never know what happens. So always it's like you said yourself then, just keep pushing through no matter what.
You are a guy that is always welcome to join the RTL program in DSRT, mate, because you have you have the same attitude that the DSRT drivers have, and yeah, I can only take my I always say take my hat off, you know, to show you respect that you are in that way. And again, I love the fact that you weren't first driving away and still be able to do the Twitch chat answers and everything. So really enjoyed your race.
Yeah. But this time I'm going to push it. I'm going to go from the back. I'm not going to qualify.
Oh, we got last to first. Ooh.
Let's see if we can do a last to first challenge, shall we, guys?
That's nice. Yeah, okay, I will see that. I will keep an eye on that.
I'm going to join you on this.
Oh, you're going to join me, are you? Okay.
I'm going to join you because this is going to play the plan. You're going to like create the way and make way for me, and I'm just going to follow you
along.
Yep, just all the way.
Impulse, he watched the stream. He saw you take Nipta out, so he knows if he's first and you're second, you will tap him in the rear. Like Dutchek said, that was fun, except for getting rammed in the ass.
Yeah, I didn't need to tap it. I was literally on the brakes as hard as I could. And my load cell was literally set at 80 kilos, so I was putting a hell of a lot of force in the pedal, and it was just going, I'm not stopping. I was just like, I'm going to tap a bit the backside here, and then obviously down straight in that we had a bit of a, I got one to tap in the back, and obviously that caused three of us to pile up at the start.
Oh, that's a great one that Cracker just said in chat. VIP in DSRT. Yeah, a real nice racer who does the 24. Normally we have VIPs in DSRT. Only one. But we have him. It's Joey Alders. Yeah, we have two. We have GT Stays. GT Stays is a VIP as well. But Joey Alders, I don't know if you know him.
I do, actually.
Yeah, he's a Formula 3 champion in China, he was. He did some races and everything. He's in our Discord as well. So a Dutch driver, did real-life racing in Formula 3. But Mr. Vaus, as he just said, he's going to participate in the 24 of Nuremberg in real-life GT4. And he's a GT4 racer in Russia. So I think, yeah, maybe we should make you VIP. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, be more than welcome to join you guys. Do some more races with it, because it does seem like there's a very, very good close-knit community.
We do try to, the best way we can. Now, obviously, I can't speak on behalf of the team. This is the wonderful guru that sets it up. But yeah, there's a wonderful sense of community here. And whether it's us ending up upside down through three hedges or something by the end of a race, or whether we end up winning it, yeah, we all have a good laugh whilst we're here. So it's good fun.
So I just gave you the VIP role. I think that's a good one that Cracker said. And yeah, please, because like you said, you like the Discord, you like the community a little bit here. Keep us on track when you do live races and everything. If you do like something and it's live on television, or you know, just send us a link. And I know for a fact that a few of our fastest drivers and maybe even slower drivers, maybe even me, we'll have a look at it. I want to see you drive, really. I want to support you in that. So, yeah.
Yeah, of
always
course,
nice.
I will do. Also, if any of you guys have like want to go through like some of your Motec data and that, and like learn even more in depth into the tuning, I do a lot of the setups for the guys for HRT and SG Stud, who are both obviously the Mercedes esports guys for ACC.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Oh, yes, please. I think, to be honest, Motec and everything, because I see it, I used it just to see what it does, to be honest.
Yep.
I don't get it.
It takes a very long time.
I know how to run a community, and that's all. Not even fast in driving, but I love sim racing, I love racing, I love motorsports, and that's the reason why I started it. But yeah, if you can help the team with some setups and everything, awesome.
Yeah, as we'll say, Coach Dave Academy, those tunes are very, very good, but the only thing is, they are good in one, if you can drive the way they want you to drive. So we use, over at HRT, we mostly use the CDA tunes as a base, and then we work you to get those extra like 2 or 3 tenths that you can actually get from just a few more tweaks on that setup. But we mainly build the setups for actually how you drive the car. Not how, like, oh, we want you to drive the car this way. And that's the main thing, is building the tune that works for you. Because I can say, like most people here say, oh, you need traction control 1. I've been doing this race with traction control 6 in the Mercedes.
So you drove. Oh wait.
I'm driving with quite heavy TC.
Okay, and most people think that the lower the DC is and you can handle it,
Yeah,
the
right,
faster you will be. But that's not the point.
It's not
It's driving
necessarily.
style, right? Because everybody has his own driving style.
Yeah, as I say, it's like the only time, because I'm actually a very heavy-footed driver. The only time my traction control is kicking in at all is on the exit of the first chicane. Other than that, my traction control doesn't kick in at all. So it's just there. It's just as I put my foot down, it's just like, because I'm so heavy-footed, it's just like, okay, I'll just gradually bring the throttle in for you, so you can just put your foot down and off you go. So you can
Really
do it that way,
interesting.
and then when you start getting better, then you can start lowering that traction control, go down, and say, okay, now I need to like learn the throttle control, and you can get better that way.
It's to be honest, really interesting to hear that, because I was a guy like I said before. I think the lower the traction control is, the faster I will be. If I notice wheel spin, up it a little bit, but it's not always true, you know. And yeah, a lot of people have different opinions about setups and everything. But if you can read Motec and you can do that, I think it will help a lot in the setup for one driver.
Yes, it really can.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, I'm always open, mate. If you want to talk about something, or maybe you want to be like a setup wizard for DSRT, it will be grateful to be helped. I think I'm not the only one who's agreeing on that one. Maybe ask Impulse, because he's one of the faster drivers of DSRT as well. So Impulse, how is your setup skills?
Awful, to be honest. It's the one thing that I've always struggled with. And speaking on behalf of the team, you know, we've got people that kind of can understand it, but not to the level that obviously you're showing yourself, mate.
Yeah.
So we'd massively appreciate it on behalf of the drivers. So that'd be really cool.
That's no worries. Right, we are 4.5 minutes remaining left for this quali.
Yeah, I can't believe that it's almost flown by so fast, just having a nice little chat and whatnot, and seeing that Tice is now back up there in P1. I reckon you've got a chance, mate. I reckon you could get up to P1 by the end of this.
48.9 from the very back. That's going to be hard to get up to.
It's a
Yeah,
22
very
people
hard.
lobby.
I know.
22 people are still in, and I think Mulder just connected, Hendrik Mulder, the newly joined race of Road to Legends guy. He's fighting to get those tags as well, and we have a lot of people from DSRT and the community in here. And I think at this point, Mr. Vowles here in the chat as well, and in the voice chat here in the stream, currently in P20, and Mr. Carroll in P22. They will do a last to first challenge. With I think you maybe need to work together in this one.
Yes, it definitely will be. Drag each other along and try to keep as minimum damage to each other as possible.
And to be honest, turn number 1, watch out.
Yes.
Monza turn number 1 is always carnage.
Everyone either breaks really, really early or breaks late. Because of where you're starting, no lie, front row guys always still take that 150 meter board and just go a little bit further, because you're not at full speed as you would be from Xing the Parabolica. So it's always good news to always stand. They're looking at 150 board, go, okay, I need to brake around here. And then everyone else just, if you take a look at where their brake lights are, or just keep an eye on roughly where you are on the track, you can actually get through here clean. I did a league race here about 6 months ago now, and it is a full grid of 50 cars. And we didn't have one car crash on turn 1, all just because we made sure there was enough space and everyone braked just early enough. And it went straight through clean. But all it can take is one person who doesn't want to touch their brakes early. And then all hell can kick off.
To be honest, I streamed a few races and a few of Monza races, but I never in my life saw a clean turn 1.
I think the best one was, I was watching the official SRO Asia Esports series, and it was 6 hours of Bathurst. They kind of get through turn 1 and then going up mountain straight. Only 3 cars made it through out of the entire 20-car grid of professional esports drivers made it around. Everyone else was completely ruined. And it's just like, guys, this is a 6-hour race.
But
Just
you
take
never
it
win a
steady,
6-hour
come
race
on.
in the first corner, and then that's what I don't.
Exactly.
It's never what I don't understand about racing in esports. Everybody thinks they need to be first in that first corner or second corner, and you never win it in those first corners.
And you
Last
can take
year,
it steady.
maybe
you can just take
Impulse
it
can
steady with
can say that because we do some ACC and iRacing, and in iRacing we did the 24 hours of Spa, and I think we qualified somewhere in P17. Impulse.
It was P29 we qualified.
P29, and what did we do?
We only won it.
Yeah, we won it.
Yeah, that was we won it by quite a lot actually. If it wasn't for me forgetting to slow down the car about 15 minutes before the end, we actually would have won by 2 laps. So
Nice. Well done,
yeah,
boys.
it was interesting. It was a good start. I can't say anything. I was the slowest out of the 3. I just kept it on the track. But
You
those
made it.
guys
You're
were-
a part of the team at the end of the day.
well, that's it. The Mr. Roasting and Mr. Nipter, you know, those two. They're just insane in the level of this.
You
team.
may have 1 or 2 that can literally sit here and let's say in this server right now, our fastest are 148.582. We can have someone in here who could do 146s. Doesn't mean that that person is going to carry the entire team for the rest of the race.
We
You
have
could be
some
the
people
person-
that are
you
quick
could
in
be the person
qualifying.
doing you could be one person who's doing a 151 or a 152 around here constantly, and not have an issue because you're just that consistent at it. But that person who's doing that 146, it's that pushing it that hard onto the edge, one slip up, and that's the car gone. Especially at this track with the narrowness of it. So, always doesn't matter about who the fastest is can the whole team cope at a reasonable fast pace and continue pushing through.
I totally agree with you that you have some qualifying drivers that are really quick on one lap, and after that they just do quick laps. They don't know how to race. They don't know how to set the car in a battle, and they lose so much time or break the car or anything. But yeah, if you have people that do fast, consistent laps, you can win races, and that's what the guys did. They didn't even qualify, I think. They just started at P29 to be safe, and they did their laps and did it consistently. And afterwards, in the middle of the night, it was always closer, P8, P6, P5, and after pit stops, they were P1 and just kept on going. And yeah, in the afternoon, the day after, it was like a revelation for that year to win the spot 24 hours. And tier 13 it was. But yeah, I think still high up. If you see that, I think it were like 30, 40 tiers or something.
Yeah, there was, and just to build on that, just really quickly, I was the guy that qualified, but there was 1 second that separated, I think it was about 36 of us in qualifying. And I was like, nah, we forgot to take fuel out the car, you know, we'll be fine. We've got a little bit of pace. We'll get like top 20. And after the first 2 hours, I got out of the car, we were P9. I thought, oh, there's a chance of a P10 here, you know, like a top 10, and I went to bed after, I think I'd driven about 4 hours at that point, and I woke up, we went to bed, and I think we were about P4, but we hadn't cycled through pit stops and whatnot, and I woke up, and we were in the lead by 2 laps. It was like the best night's sleep I have ever had in my entire life.
I bet
So
it was.
The race is almost starting, and I need to go to the toilet, but I completely forgot that. But yeah, I will just stick it out for the first one, but it will be exciting as well, I guess. 22, it's still 22? Yeah, 22 drivers on track. Need to wait a little bit for I can press drive and we can see those cars here. Just 1 sec.
Just one a past comment here, Guru, that another guy hasn't qualified, and that's Mr. Gabriel Nipter down in P19. I sent him a Discord message about 20 minutes ago being, let's not qualify, not knowing that the guy that's in P20 sat here in the comments box wasn't going to qualify as well. So, be interesting to see where we all end up. My goal is to not end up inside another car like I did last race. So, that's my goal.
But you know that we did a point system, right? So not qualifying means you can get maybe less points. So
Yeah, but it's racing to the weekend, so we're out here
we always
having
have
a bit of fun.
Indeed,
So,
we have.
for me, my form of fun is to hopefully not hit other cars. So if I can get through at least half of these, I'll be happy.
Let's see what you can do, because the race is starting. We have Boris in P1, Thijs van der Hoorn as the separate race into the weekends. Race number 1 and 2, they were in front as well. We have Zwanimir and Burek, so the Burek brothers in row 2, position 3 and 4. Penguin then in P5 and Bjorn van der Oland in P6. As the race cars now entering the start-finish line, it will be here. Let's go to this screen then and see what happens. It's Boris who set the pace, and now over start finish line he's going for that. And yeah, Mr. Thijs van der Hoorn then on the outside. So who will break later? Oh, a great start there from Zwanimir, trying to get in the middle of that pack. You can see the pack coming here, and I think it will be carnage. Let's see the helicam again then for turn 1. Turn 1, it's Boris who's going wide but blocks the cars, and you can see some of the collision spot. Oh, that's really good. Let's see here in the middle pack, a little bit of door colliding, but nothing too much. That was the cleanest start I ever seen here on Monza. Not even in race of the weekend, but in Monza. Jesus Christ, guys. Let me see then in the back of the field, because Mr. Carroll and Mr. Vowles here in the Discord commentary box, they are doing the last to first challenge. And Mr. Carroll and Mr. Vowles are currently at P15 and 16. And we have Eric Mioch here off track, and we have... Oh no! Mr. Vowles!
No, it's okay.
It's okay. He lost some positions. He's back into P21 then. As Mr. Carroll, yeah, he's... where are you? Jesus Christ, you're in front.
So I got collected in that too, but I saw Mr. Bjorn van der Overland give a little helping nudge to our friend here. And I'm not sure if that sent him round or whether it was just a bit unfortunate. But yeah, I tried to go to the gravel to avoid, and ended up collecting him as well. So unfortunate, but
It's all good, don't worry.
Everything's fine. I'm currently back in P14.
No, it wasn't.
So
it was the
Lexus.
Lexus. It was the Lexus that hit Mr. Vowles there. I have to see.
Oh,
who's,
sorry.
who's
I don't want to falsely accuse.
It was Francisco Pereira who touched the inside there of Mr. Vowles, and yeah, that's why he lost the positions there. Mr. Vowles then currently in P20 here, doing the last two first, and then we have Mr. Carroll in P14 still, so he was the lucky one there.
It's going to be a bit hard. I got 15 seconds worth of damage, but we'll keep going.
I've got 5, so I think I'll try and fly the flag as much as I possibly can for us.
Don't worry, I'll catch you.
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
Currently then, Boris still in P1 then, and it's Thijs van der Hoorn second position. Bjorn van der Oland, who wasn't involved in that crash, in P3. Zwanimir Burek is then in P4. Wojciech Rybecki is at this point in P5. Nino Burek in P6. We saw Nino making some mistakes in the first 2 races, but now currently he's setting the fastest outlap and trying to get to Rybecki. Niels van Handen then in P7. Mr. Penguin, the first time in VR, is in P8. Sebastian Kamsteeg in P9. Whoop, whoop. Oh, I'm rooting for this guy. Come on, Sebastian. Bring it on. Gabriel Nipte then, he was in, what was it, P20 or P19. He's now currently in P10. Remco Zouw in P11. Tiggerstu, who's doing a great job in those races, currently P12. Yeah, we will wait if we can see Mr. Vowles and Mr. Carroll then climbing up that ladder. I need to excuse myself because I really need to go to the toilet. I will put on a fight and I'll be right back.
In the meantime, I'll try and take over the commentary as Guru goes for a toilet break. I've managed to escape another incident that almost happened as I'm now running away up into P13. You're on board with the guy in P5, that's Wojciech Rybecki, working towards the gap of, I presume, the Burek brothers. I can't quite see what's going on. No, it's actually trying to fight with the guy that I falsely accused. It's Bjorn van der Overland as Thijs van der Hoorn sets the fastest lap. Going to be making his way up and catching towards P1. Interesting first couple of laps. There's been a little bit of contact, but nothing too major in the form of Monza. And a battle that's forming that I can tell you that's just happening off screen is the one that's happening right in front of me. It involves the guy in P10, P11 and P12. It's between Remco Sauer, Mr. Tiggerstu and Sebastian Kamsteeg.
Yeah, I can see it. You're already about 1 second in front of me.
Oh, yep, I've noticed as I
I'm
didn't
coming.
expect you to not catch me at this point. Oh, battle's going off left, right, and
Ooh.
centre. One person almost hitting me.
There's Remco Zauer and it's, let me see, Comsteeg and getting collided together when I'm correct. 19 car. Let me see a little bit of a replay then here. You can see the Jaguar and the Ferrari. Comsteeg in the inside. Remco's trying to steer in, but there was the Jaguar of Mr. Comsteeg and that was the collision there. Sorry guys, I'm back.
Thank you.
No problem, because you're racing and yeah, you're losing a lot of time to Mr. Vowles there. But he's really, yeah, gaining on you. Mr. Vowles currently, he was in P15, then fall back to P21 as Tom Cowell was in P14. Now we have Gabriel Nip is spinning the car around there, losing it. So his last to first is almost over with 5 minutes gone in the race. Back to P21 with a damaged car as well. Then go back here. Tom Carroll currently P11 and Mr. Vowles in P12. And Mr. Vowles is just 2.9 seconds away from Mr. Carroll. But remember, he had a 15 second of repair, so a damaged car as well. Remco Zauer.
There's not a chance. I think the best solution here is when you get to me, mate, is I'm going to let you by and just see how far up the grid you can go.
Yeah, just follow the slipstream a little bit to get on the straights a little bit more speed. Yeah, Remco Zauer lost a position to Tigers 2 and Tom Carroll is now behind him and trying to overtake him as well. We have to see the chat as well. That's why I call me DSRT. My point of view, Moncastier, Fields birthday man. Pretty clean, the start. Yes, indeed. Eric, no. I missed Eric, I think. Yeah, I missed Eric because Eric had the incident and he's currently out of the race as well. Bjorn P3. Bjorn was P3 but was passed by Zvonimir Burek, who's currently then in P3 and Bjorn is in P4. Stick, why did you spin the car? Why do you do donuts when the race isn't even over? That's my question to you. Mr. Carroll still behind Remco Zauer then in P11 and P10. We have Mr. Vowles who's closing into... Mr. Rybacki just mashed up his Mercedes with some broken windows, I think everything. We have a bicycle in the race at this point. It's Mr. Rybacki. Yeah, and that means that Mr. Carroll is currently headed to P9. Why? Because he just overtook Remco Zauer. And yeah, Mr. Rybacki was out of the race. So Mr. Vowles in P11 and Mr. Carroll in P9. So not even halfway there, and they pass half of the field. So this last to first challenge that they are doing is going great at this point. For Tom Carroll, next up is Tigers 2, and for Mr. Vowles, let's have him in screen here. I think Mr. Vowles needs to drive in. Wow, that's a deep dive there, and he takes two positions. A little bit wider from Mr. Vowles on the grass, on the gravel, but still he made it happen to Mr. Remco. Still on the inside there, but Remco has the inside line for the next corner. Let's see, but he's already past him. What a speed that guy has, both in the Mercedes here. Remco trying the inside, diving late there, and wow, what a move there. With a little bit of late diving, but still makes it happen. The better exit again there from Mr. Vowles, who's now on the outside. But who has the bigger balls? It's a really, you see that this guy is driving in real life. As a car there just spin is Niels Manshanden. Every time I want to click in a position change, Niels Manshanden there just dropped it. And yeah, it's Mr. Vowles who's battling with Remco Zauer. And Remco heard you say you're a real life racer, and I know Remco, he's saying, come on dude, let's bring it on. And yeah, he's battling there. Remco Zauer, the red driver of DSRT, now on the inside then, and it's Vowles on the outside with the better line, the better exit, I guess here. But still, Remco's going a little bit wide over the gravel there. That will lose some traction of him, but still in the slipstream of Mr. Vowles, who's now behind Mr. Carroll at 1.8 seconds. Whoo, guys. Here we go again with the battles. Loving it.
It's definitely interesting that moving to turn one. Obviously, it was probably well within your realm of knowing what's going on, but I just saw this orange Mercedes coming up and almost hitting me. It definitely felt very scary to witness what was.
Oh, I braked plenty early enough.
He's really know what he's doing, to be honest. Yeah, Remco now trying to get back. Oh, a little bit because he went on the inside to look and he missed his braking point there. Where is he? Oh, he just fall back. No, there he is again. So he took a little bit of the shortcut there. It's not going to do a lot because he lifted. Mr. Vals then now, yeah, 1 second away from Mr. Zauer. It's Mr. Carroll in front of him. So Mr. Carroll needs to close the gap then to Tigger2, who's currently in P7. Again, a great job from Mr. Tigger2. Mr. Vals, you can see him in the background here on stream in that orange, white, black livery. You need a DSRT livery, mate. But yeah,
Well,
that's...
this is one of the official HRT liveries.
Oh, yeah, okay, but that's not good enough. No, just kidding. So, yeah, Mr. Vals from HRT here. He's then behind Mr. Carroll, and yeah, who will be the one? Oh, you see the light blinking. That's a tactic that Tom Carroll normally uses against his opponents, but this time it's Mr. HRT who's saying, "Hello, Tom, here I come," and he's closing the gap really quick at this point. 0.5 seconds away then from Tom Carroll, and can Tom Carroll defend? I think he just... No, he's just letting him by. He's just like, I'm following you, mate. Just open up the gaps for me and I will take advantage of this one. To be honest, Tigger2 still on 2 seconds, so Tom Carroll, you're not closing the gap as you should. 8 minutes, 40 seconds to go, so come on, dude.
The damage hurts.
The damage hurts. He has damage as well, mate. Then there he comes, Mr. Vals. Mr. Vals in the slipstream, trying for the inside there. Tom doesn't even defend. He's just like, okay, I'm braking early. I'm backing out. Never give up. Oh, fuck that. Oh, no, in the rear, a little bit of a tap there because Mr. Carroll is fighting back. And yeah, they are now almost side by side, but Tom Carroll just following the slipstream there from Mr. Vals, and they are trying to get away from the pack. They are working together secretly here. Ooh, the slipstream is really strong here, as you can see Tom diving to the outside a little bit earlier. But Mr. Vals now, yeah, he needs to close that gap, and it's already 1.5 seconds to Tigger2, so Tigger2 is the next victim. Yeah, normally Tigger is Tiger, and the Tiger is under pressure, so who's the predator of a tiger? I don't know. Maybe a crow. I mean, no, it's false.
I just want to point something out here, Guru. You said that I backed out of turn 1, right? I broke 20 meters later, as hard as physically possible, trying to defend as much as possible. This guy just breezes past me like it was absolutely nothing.
That's the first thing Mr. Vals is gonna teach me, how to brake late, because I need to brake like 100 meters before I get to standing there still. I always like... I don't know how people can break that late, but that's another part. This is a battle of Tigger2, Vals, and Carroll. Carroll now on 1 second behind. He's trying to get in that slipstream again of Mr. Vals, and Mr. Vals, he's closing that gap really quickly here. Mr. Tigger2, you can see him here. Let's see the wing view then, and you can see in the background, there he comes. He's a predator at this point, Mr. Vals from HRT. He's really closing that gap quickly. In the meantime, let's jump to Nino, because Nino is currently in a P5 position. He's behind Bjorn van der Ouweland, and they are really close together as well. So we will keep an eye on that battle there between Vals, Carroll, and Tigger2. But also here, Bjorn van der Ouweland, yeah, he's in that Ferrari, and Nino Burek is in that BMW. One of the most favorite cars, I think, at this point after the new patch from ACC. And it's a really great exit here from Nino. So he's really closing that gap early at some points, and I don't know how he does it, but I think it's later braking. I think the brake balance of Bjorn isn't quite the thing it should be, to be honest. As the Vals and Carroll still in 1 second of Tigger2. Mr. Kleine and Van der Zande are battling for P12 here in the background as well. Boris still with the best lap, 148.6, still doing a steady job there, 8 seconds away from Thijs van der Hoorn. with 5 minutes and 33 seconds to go. I don't think the last to first will happen. But still a great job from P22 and P19 or 20, was it, to P8 and P9. That's a great job. I need a breather.
It's been interesting. One thing you can do if you know that the guy behind you or something is faster than you is to let him by and just see where to improve. And that's what I'm exactly doing. I'm just sat here. I'm just seeing what lines he's taking, where he's braking, and just trying to learn as much as possible. And I've learned nothing because it seems like every time that I try and learn something, yeah, I can do that. That's the thing. And it just doesn't happen when I actually get to the corner, so...
And meanwhile, while you were talking, it was Vals who took tickets to, and on the straight then, Mr. I Don't Learn Anything just took that position away as well. So you learned something, and it was like staying in the slipstream of Mr. Vals and taking the best advantage to get the overspeed. And you did that. So taking the inside line there, and yeah, in turn 1 of the Monza, the Carnage Corner, I have to rename it. Carnage Corner is turn 1 in Monza. So the Carnage Corner, you will take advantage of that. And now it's Mr. Vowles in P7, Tom Carroll in P8. Next one is Desert Penguin. First time in VR. Penguin is a fast driver as well on screen. The VR wasn't an improvement for him, to be honest. But still. P6, and Mr. Vowles now 2.76 seconds away from Mr. Penguin, so he will close that gap again. Nino Burek still beyond Bjorn van der Overland then and trying to get past him. But to drive to someone is 1, but to pass him is number 2. So you can drive to somebody, but trying to overtake him makes it a lot difficult. The only thing you can do is having a great exit, having the overspeed and the slipstream to get past somebody and put the car beside it. And at this point, Nino Burek is only capable of closing the gap, but not doing much more than that. He is a little bit faster than Bjorn at this point, but Bjorn still in that P4 position. Mr. Yannick Castillo, he is here battling then with... Oh, what the hell happened to you?
I don't want to talk about it.
So I was talking, and I see he's gaining on somebody, but that's our own Tom Carroll.
I now have 2.5 minutes. I have 2.5 minutes of repairs.
Nice.
It wasn't here because this is the only contact I have, and it was with Vals, and that was the reason why Vals took Mr. Carroll here. But after that, it's nothing. So it was no mistake.
It was. I ran out of talent in an Ascari and did it very sideways. Thought I could somehow recover. Kept my foot in it and ended up in that wall that I said in the sort of the lap guide that we did earlier. I was like, don't go in that wall. I went in that wall. So it wasn't very clever of me.
As Vals made a mistake as well. Just had him on screen here, and he cut half a corner there.
Yeah, I had a bit of understeer, and safest thing was to go through it. If I tried to slow it down, we would have spun out.
Yeah.
So now I'm severely down in a straight line. I can't turn corners as easy as I could before. I don't think I'm exactly going to be running further up the grid, unfortunately.
No, okay, so last to first position of a challenge isn't for you. Oh, Mr. Vals almost losing it there. Yellow flag then from him, but kept the car. What a drift there from him, keeping it a little bit out of the grass there. But still, now he has Tickers2 behind him, and he has the overspeed, so that will be interesting to see. But the last corner, yeah, he's just... Oh, you're drifting, mate.
Tires are a bit warm now on the back.
Okay, yeah, that's because of that earlier, catching that car. Mr. Tickers2 now in that slipstream, and yeah, you can see Vals defending it a little bit, going to the left side, to the right side, breaking that slipstream, but can he manage to? Tickers2 then in that slipstream, trying to make a move here, but it's still, too far away. Corner 1 then, Carnage Corner here for Mr. Vals, and he takes it perfectly. Yes, he does, so a great exit, and yeah, you can see he's driving away again. Nino Burek in the meantime, he passed Nino Burek passed Bjorn van der Ouweland, the Burek brothers, sorry for that. Always nice. Sorry, I had to quit. My force feedback didn't work anymore somehow in race 2. Niels, okay, sorry to hear that, Niels. Great race from you there as well. So yeah, we have, let me see, 17 viewers left. Always good to see. Mr. Tickestu P8, Mr. Vals, then, yeah, with that sliding there, he lost a little bit of time to Penguin. Bjorn van Ouweland is still behind Nino Burek, so now the tables have turned for him. So Bjorn is now the one who's chasing and trying to attack and get his position back. The Burek brothers on P3 and P4, so the name is up there, and great job as Bjorn. Oh, too much curb there, losing the car over the gravel, on the grass, back on track, losing a lot of time because in the background there is, yeah, Desert Penguin. First time VR. Race is over, Boris won it. Oh, I lost that one. So it stays from the horn then in P2. Zvonimir Burek will be P3. Nino Burek will take that position then for P4. Bjorn van der Ouweland in P6. Desert Penguin will be in P6, sorry. Bjorn was P5. And Mr. Val, yeah, he will finish then from P20, to P7. So great job from Mr. Vals as well. Yeah, who is driver of the day? I think Nino in this one, because Nino made a lot of positions back. And in the first 2 races, he was a little bit, unlucky. And this was race number 3 already from Racing to the Weekend. And to be honest, guys, I had so much fun, as Renee Bosch liked the stream as well. Thank you very much, Renee. This was fun, but my throat is hurting, and I'm not a commentator, as I said. So this was really awesome to see.
It was brilliant from my point of perspective, right up until the moment where I crashed. and then it wasn't. But yeah, great to get your insights there, Mike. Massive thank you for coming joining us.
No worries, anytime.
I'm going to say, no doubt we'll catch some more of you soon. It was an eventful race. I'd like to say that I was following you through, and I was trying to learn 1 or 2 things. And the one thing I was trying to learn was how much speed you were taking into Ascari. And like I mentioned just beforehand, I was like, yeah, I'll follow you through. Yeah, that'll be great. And as I proceeded to try and learn from you, I ended up putting it in the wall. So you could just sense just how much you're on the limit and how comfortable that is for you, which is something that's so alien to me as a driver. So yeah, thank you very much for those insights.
No worries. And that was the whole, pretty much, well, from turn 2, pretty much 15 seconds worth of damage. So it's dragging that away through. Other than that, I think your pace in general, just if you find those breaking points, I think you could find at least another second round here.
That's terrifying to think about, but yeah, thank you very much.
I think he will be the new instructor here, to be honest. Our live instructor. Yeah, just send him the videos and he will say you can be better there and there.
As long as he's making me faster, I'm not bothered. So.
I think most of us weren't bothered with that one. I mean, I think Vals can teach us a lot, and I'm really grateful to have somebody in the Discord as well. So the new VIP, Mike Vals, real life racer, and he will how do you say it? Share us the link when he will do the 24 hours of Nuremberg and some races in Russia for the GT4 real life GT4 racer Mike Vals. Thank you very much all for joining and everything. Really great to have some inspiration and some insights about setups and how you can do a great race.
My pleasure. Thank you for having us.
So guys, to be honest, this was Racing to the Weekend number 49. Next week we have a little bit of a celebration because it will be our 50th race into the weekend already, guys. 50. That's almost 1 year that we did this. We started with 3 people on track and just keeping going, never giving up, like Mr. Val said as well. And I'm really grateful to have a community that's so close and have some friends and everything. So great racing indeed. My throat hurts from all the action today. And thank you, Impulse, as well, to be here and then joining me and then helping me a little bit through the stream. stream and giving some insight of the track as well. So yeah, guys, we will see some updates in the standings as well coming up. Really excited to see who's in P1 and P2 and P3. And yeah, hopefully see you guys next week again for the next race into the weekend. So from my perspective, good night. Maybe the other guys will say good night as well.
Yeah, take care, guys.
Good night. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next week. Bye-bye.